Hello, welcome. Nice to see you again. So today I had sort of an interesting topic once again. Um, I guess this topic is actually sort of a big deal for a lot of INFP. At least for me it is. I think this is very interesting and very wide. You can talk about this in a lot of different ways. And yes, I do have a notepad, so what? It's not a script though, you know. But though I do believe that introverts may have a better time doing public speeches if they're well prepared. And I try to be a little bit prepared because I got some points that I wanted to bring up with you. So the topic is INFP on identity. Like, what is really identity? Just sort of kick this off with what is identity. You know, identity is like, we have so many identities, and for example, I see on the streets, you know, people watching this businessman walking down the streets, very occupied, stressed, talking in his cell phone. Maybe he go into a little small shop, buy sort of something really quick, maybe buy cigarettes, just shouting out loud after we come out in the shop for a cab, jump in and get moving, you know, very, very stressful. And I pick up like sort of small traits and behaviors that is actually difficult to describe, but I think it's funny. And to the identity part about myself, I mean, this is something that I always and still do. I try to kind of figure out new parts of myself and new way of thinking, because the deal is that I don't like it to be mundane. I don't like anything to be mundane. I want the constant change to challenge myself. And part of that is, I guess, we can really blend in. At least from my own experience, that I met like so many different kind of people, because obviously everybody is unique in their own way. And I think that when I'm in the public or I'm in a bar or whatever speaking to people, I come off as very, very genuine and very nice, because I sort of want to get no, I really don't want to get to know them, I mean, personally, but I like to find a sort of a connection there with the people I talk with, and by doing that I can pick up traits and behaviors that is sort of we can see how identities we match with them, or we feel that directly we have nothing in common with them. And what should I bring up more? Sorry. Like, in the end of the day, how could we really... Yeah, I know my name is Tom, obviously, and I'm doing this kind of stuff for hobbies, whatever, but how could we really know, in the end of the day, what's the core truth of our identity? That's what I believe is... That's what I found very interesting, that we can sort of adapt ourselves, new identities, wherever we are, depending on the social context. Because truth is that we have one identity as when we are by ourselves. We have one identity when we are, maybe we are, I'm a son to my parents, obviously, and I'm a worker sometime. I am someone's boyfriend sometime when I'm in a relationship. You know, we adapt ourselves depending on the social context, just like how I told you. And I found the thing about the people that have a very traditional, maybe conservative identity. I really enjoy a lot of those people, I do, but they miss out so much. And we can bring this to a lot of different reasons why some people are very conservative and traditional, and they seem to have only one face, so to speak. You know, they are grown up during the modernism or whatever, you know, you can take it really far. But I'm not gonna do that. I just want to mention one thing about those kind of people is, or actually all of us, that our true identity, which is, I believe, is part of our ego, or our alter ego, is that ego is like speaking and craving things that we have been influenced by a lot of different things from the outside world. And we believe that, our ego believe that these kind of influences that we attached to our ego is very important for ourselves, but actually they're not. They hang on to our ego. You can say it infects our ego, and that is something I sort of trying to explore with myself to get off from my ego, sort of like break down as much as possible, because I believe as more as you can do that, the more genuine you can be and the more authentic you can be to yourself, and get to the core of your true nature. So the identity, once again, it's really fluid. I mean, and if you didn't think this over before, you may start doing it, because it really depends about what context, what the situation is you're in, you know. So anyway, I sort of want to speak a little bit about picking up personalities and behaviors, traits, small things about people that you meet, you know. I do it a little bit here and there. I find it really funny. I did when I was working, a little bit like here and there, everywhere in the daily life, from people you meet and people you see. Yeah, it's a lot of things you can say about that. So anyway, I think I'm gonna leave you with this, and it was a fun video to make, because this is a great deal for me about the identity, and I guess it is for other INFP too. So if it is, please leave a comment. I'm really happy to discuss, and maybe subscribe to me for more videos. I'm definitely gonna do more INFP videos, because I find it's really interesting and funny. So take care, guys. See you next time.